Well, class, here I am at last, as I told you I would be, sharing with you some of the things that we didn't get to cover because of COVID. And we got cut off our last 8 or 9 weeks of class, and I'm going to give you, some short but sweet sports psychology tips, some motivation, hopefully. I'm going to call this course either personal awareness through sports or mindfulness through sports, because as you know, some of you in my class weren't even athletes, or that you were once an athlete but you were working on your career or your profession, focusing on other elements. So I'll be talking to all of you as if you're performing, you're playing either in sport or some aspect of your life, okay? Again, I'm going to just talk sort of from my heart and from my experience. I have a workbook that I'll be sending you that you can play around with. I don't have this scripted. I will be stuttering and stalling like I did when I had you in class, but I thought you would probably appreciate if I made it as real as possible. I'm here in my studio in Healdsburg. My daughter and her friend set me up a really good situation. I got lights around me and a white background. So hopefully got a lavalier and the clarity is good. And with that, that's my intro. Welcome. This is my gift to you, and I hope all of you are safe and sound. And it was just, we had a good groove going on, and it got cut short. So here's a follow-up and extension of that. When thinking about how I was going to start talking with you, and do I go back to some of the classes that we had in the past, which I'm going to do, some of the things that I thought you might want reminders of, I was looking over my notes and I asked myself, should I jump right in with the biggest question that I'm probably going to ask you first, or do I sort of build up to it over, a series of little lessons? And I figured I'm just going to jump right into it from the beginning, because the question I'm about to ask you, and as a reminder, I'm not hoping that you're thinking that I'm going to be here just telling you how it is. I'm going to be pulling from you and asking you what you think about your own awareness in life, the things that you believe in, what your values and your habits and behaviors. Yeah, I'll share a story here or there. I'll give you my feedback or my weigh in on a particular topic. But really, this is about you looking at yourself, holding up the mirror, asking yourself some powerful questions that will just help you, have a performance edge, help you have some more satisfaction and joy in your life, hopefully. So the first question, why are you here? And I don't mean, why are you here listening to me right now? I mean, why are you here? What's the purpose of your life? You're 18, 19, 20. Some of you were in your 30s in my class. It's time to come up with your life's purpose. Not that it won't change or be altered, but right now, where you are in life, what's the meaning and purpose of your life? And I'm not asking for your goals, what you want to achieve or what you want to become, but more of, what's the reason? What's the overarching reason that you feel that you're on this planet? It could be a totally religious or spiritual reason. It could be a non-spiritual reason. It could be about, being of service or to make some kind of contribution. Maybe it's not even that heavy or deep. Maybe you haven't thought about it. But I want you to think about it. And in the journal that I'm sending you, I have a little segment where you can write that down. It made me pause and reflect, because I've done this exercise numerous times over my life and I've written it down. I've even had a few coaches that I had to share it with and explain what it meant in greater depth. So it made me kind of revisit, what's my purpose? I'm 66 years old at this point in my life. ironically, or maybe not, it's really not very different from when I was your age or when I was in college, the purpose that I came up with. So I want you to take some time and ask yourself, why am I here? Separate from and different than what your life's purpose is, what is it that you want? What is it that you want to become? What do you want to have? What do you want to do? Be, do, and have. I ask myself, and by the way, I'm not going to give you anything in any of these little classes that I'm providing that I haven't either done myself, that I'm not currently doing, and that I don't teach or coach. If it's just a philosophy, it's just in a book or something, and it's not really practical, why spend the time? Why waste the time? So getting clear is essential, it's important, it's needed. Clarity is power. Clarity put into action is real power, because now I'm not just thinking about it, but I'm actually doing it, right? So how do we dust off our mental cobwebs? Some of us are in a place sometimes where we're not clear. We don't know what we want. We're rudderless. Think about when you were on the best team you've ever been on. You wanted, I'm sure your coaches, your teammates, you wanted to, if it was a competitive environment, you wanted to win. You wanted to win the championship. You probably didn't win it because only one team of many wins. But you at least were directed. You knew where you were striving to go. No guarantee we're going to get there. Just because we get clear on what it is we want, there's no way that I can promise you that we're going to get there. But it's a lot easier, or we have a lot more of a fighting chance, better chance, if we know what it is we want. So the way I do this, real simple, keeping everything simple, what is it that you want most right now in your life? What do you want to do? You might want to, with COVID-19, who knows what you want to do? Do you want to go back to school? Do you want to find a job? Do you want to move out of your house? Like, what is it that you want? Get crystal clear on it. Spend some time. Think about it. Don't just daydream and then let it drift. Hang with it for a while. What do you want to do and accomplish, right? What do you want to have? A lot of times I work with people, they want to have more money, or they want to have or get a scholarship. They want to possess something. They want something that doesn't exist in their life to come into their life, right? So what do you want to do? What do you want to have? And what do you want to be? What do you want to become? I'm working with a woman right now. She's had a tough life, a really tough life, and she's aware that she doesn't show up very happy. She's a good person, she's super smart, but she's not like the happiest person. So I have her working on being more appreciative, being more joyful. You don't do happy, you don't have happy, or you don't do success, you become it. Successful is a state of being. And usually when I like to think about being is in the now. I can't be something in a few seconds. I am now it. So what is it in the now, present, that you want to be or become, okay? So again, I'm going to have you write this stuff down. This is your homework. This is me pulling from you, asking you constantly, hold up that mirror, take a look at yourself. What do you want to have? What do you want to do? What do you want to be? See you next one.